I know. I'm back. Can you believe it? I have been under the weather. Uh, Thanking God that it was not the COVID-19. However, I did have flu A and bronchitis. Like, it just knocked me out for 2 weeks. Unbelievable. And then my baby sister, she was also under the weather as well. And so we were both is out because she's the one who does the beautiful video editing and the video tape work for us. So, but woo! Like Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Terminator, we're back. And aren't you glad about it? I am too. So, with everything that's been going on, which has been bananas, I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about some techniques to stay calm during this very, very stressful time in our lives. Like, this is a moment. I do want you to understand that, this is a moment and it will pass. But understand that, the stress, some of us are experiencing anxiety, some of us are experiencing panic, some of us are experiencing, just fear, worry in all kinds of ways. And all of that comes because we're not in control. It really is about control. As human beings, it's important for us, and we need to have some sense of control. And when we are out of control, and we don't, and meaning that thinking about, there's all this uncertainty. So I can't control it. I can't control how long I'm going to be home. I can't control how long my kids are going to be home. I can't control how long my husband or my wife, is going to be home. I can't control these things. And so it causes us to feel anxiety. It causes us to feel fearful and panicked. And then, our three S's this year are self-care, self-love, and self-compassion. And so one of the things that I've really been uh, encouraging you all to do, and I hope I've motivated many of you, is to take care of yourself. And so even that, we don't have that, right? Like, we can't go get our hair done. We can't get our nails done. Do you all see that? It's like growing out. Yes, I understand your pain. We can't go get our pedicures, eyebrows, like things that like normally would give us, some kind of release. They're not there. My one of my besties, she, like, her thing is just to walk in Sephora and just sniff it. And it makes her feel better sometimes, but she can't even do that. I love you. Love you, bestie. Love you. Love you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Go on the website. Help yourself. Just look, browse. Maybe that'll give you some comfort. But anyways, for the rest of us, there are some things that we can do, and I wanted to share them with you. So the first one is the 3-3-3 technique. And I did a post on this, and it talks about 3 things that you see, 3 things that you hear, and 3 things that you move. And so all this technique does, and I got it from WebMD online, is all this technique does is it really just kind of tricks your brain. Because when you're starting to feel that anxiety, that panic, that stress, you really do need to have your brain focus on something else. So that way, emotionally, because our emotions, our mind, our will, they're all, it's our soul, it's all connected. And so it just causes the brain to steer away from what it was currently focusing on. So what do you do with the 3-3-3? You're going to name some things that you see. So when you start to feel that panic or overwhelmed or stressed, just start naming things. Okay, I see a table, I see fake flowers, I see a chair, I see my hands. Okay, then you're going to think about things that you hear. I hear those aggravating pigeons out on my patio again. I hear traffic. I hear the baby crying. I hear the television on. And then you're going to do move 3 things. So I'm going to move my fingers. I'm going to move my head. I'm going to move my toes. So sort of like what we did with the kids, when you do that head and shoulders, knees and toes, just move. Okay. And it just starts to calm the brain. So you stop focusing on the stress, the anxiety, the panic that you're feeling in that moment. Okay. So 3-3-3, guys. The next one I just learned from, I did a class this weekend, and that information is coming soon. Woohoo! About for me as far as being a coach. So watch out. And one of the things that she talked about, and I read the book as well, is a breathing technique. So, not shallow breaths. When we do shallow breaths, we're breathing from our chest, but when the ones that you breathe from your gut, right? So, you're going to breathe in through your nose for 3 seconds and then exhale for 6 seconds. So, you're going to, okay? And you're going to do this for 60 seconds. So, you'll do that twice, and then you do it through your nose only. So, you breathe in through your nose and exhale for 6 seconds. And then you're going to do the same thing with your mouth. Do that twice. Breathe in through your mouth and exhale. And the way that you can know that you're either shallow breathing or really doing deep breaths is when you're doing this, lay down and you can see if your chest is rising, it's a shallow. But if you see your stomach moving, it's that deep breath. And so sometimes you just need that opportunity, that moment to just and I like to close my eyes and do it, and just it helps us to center, and it helps us to bring our brain back. First of all, it gets oxygen to the brain, because when we're panicked, when we are having anxiety, that's what's happening. It's like all this information is overloading our brain. So it really just starts to center us and it quiets us. And that's why I like to close my eyes. So that's another technique you can use. The third technique is putting on some music, watching a funny video. Do you like to watch, dogs doing funny tricks on YouTube? Do you like to watch a comedy show? Um, do you like to listen to music, jazz or worship music? I personally um, love to just put on some worship music sometimes, or I'm not even gonna lie, I love the Jonas Brothers, Taylor Swift too. Yeah, don't tell anybody else. So, but the other morning, I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I was just feeling very, very overwhelmed by some things that I needed to get done. And, I just love how, when you need certain things, like the spirit of God just gets it to you. And I just happened to look over at my phone, and a new YouTube had come up by Jen Johnson, and she was doing an acoustic worship for God I Look to You. And so when I looked at God I Look to You, and I started to listen to the lyrics, and it said, God I look to you, I won't be overwhelmed. Give me vision to see things like you do. And then the second part goes, God I look to you, I won't be overwhelmed. Give me wisdom, because you know what to do. And it just calmed me right down, and I just started to think about that. Oh, I just need vision so I can see things clearly, because sometimes that what happens too when we're panicked or we're fearful. We can't really see truth in that moment, and we need wisdom to do things and to accomplish situations when we're feeling that stress. So just wanted to talk to you guys about, some of the techniques. I'm going to talk about some more techniques in our next video. So you want to go ahead and do that 3-3-3. Do some breathing, 60 seconds, twice in through your nose, out through your mouth, twice in through your nose, in through your nose, and twice out through your mouth, in through your mouth, I'm sorry, and out through your mouth. And then put on some worship music, put on a funny video, but just get your mind off of what it is focused at the time. And last but not least, I know I said I was going to just do 3, but I got to say this. Swipe the news sometimes. Just don't even look at it. Like, if you have been watching it all day, bring it down to once a day. Bring it down to let somebody else tell you about it. But just constantly watching, it creates a fear in us as well. So sometimes just give yourself a break. Give yourself a break. So I love you guys so much. And we are in this together. I am praying for you, praying for your families, praying that you are staying safe and you are being well. For all my introverts, I know that you guys are totally loving this time. For all my extroverts, I know that this is not easy. Trust me, I understand. So call somebody. My extroverts, call somebody, text them. Even if they're introverts, tell them, I need you right now. Talk to me. Okay? Get on a Zoom with them. Whatever you need to do. But I just want you all to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. So don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button, so that way you can get all of our great videos, because we will continue to video and we are here for you. We're here for you. Comment below if you have any questions, or you're like, Kiki, you know what? I want you to talk about this, or I want you to do something on this. I am open to your suggestions. Love you guys.